guys, welcome back to Humber Koi.
So on today's episode, we're going to be looking into pond salt, the koi control app, and we're going to see if it's accurate to 0.3. It's Freddie in the background. So we'll be back to you in a second. So we're going to put our readings into koi control and see how much it says it's going to be to get it to 0.3. And we're going to see how accurate it is because we've got Grandpa with us today who's got a digital salt pen. See you in a second. This is the Koi Control app, and we're going to go through a few features here before we get onto the salt. First thing is the My Koi section. Now, when you get the app, you measure up every fish, you put them into the app and say how big they are, and that calculates all your parameters for you, your feeding, everything else on there, asks you for the literage of your pond and whatnot. So the next section is the My Pond section that asks you how big your pond is. So ours is 6,700 litres. It asks you for the depth and your pump capacity. I think that's wrong now because our pump capacity is more than what that is. We'll have to update that at some point soon. The next one is the food calculator. So obviously a lot of my fish on there are small. So at the moment it's saying between the 13 and 16 temperature band, it was 20 odd grams. Then it jumps up to 66 on high and then 80 grams, all depending on temperature. And this is the one that we were looking at. This is the salt calculator. So when we set this concentration to 0.3, it'll calculate how many kg of salt we actually need. So we put it to 0.3 and it says 20.1 kg. So that is what we're going to have a go with. And we'll see how accurate it is compared to Grandpa's salt pen.
Koi Control said that we need 20 kilograms or kilos of salt. So we're going to measure it with 5 at a time and use Grandpa's measuring stick. So let's get to it.
Yep, Grandpa's got a digital measuring pen, so we're not going to take the Koi Control app by gospel, but we're going to see how accurate it is to see if how close we can get to 0.3 and see if it is right. So, let's have a whirl. So the scales only go up to 2,000. So we're going to have to do this 2 kg at a time. Right, do you want to get the pond bucket, mate, from underneath the Tempest, and we'll give this a whirl. Tell you what we'll do, we'll put a bit of pond water in that first, I think. If you just put it underneath the Tempest valves and crack it, the left one. It'll fire a bit of dirt out. Because we're not closing the valves, it should leave all the algae at the top. So.
Throw that one out.
Throw that bit out. Right, there you go.
I don't think the line is...
Jesus. Yep. Come on, fill it right up.
Top?
Yep. Come on, open it fully. Right, 2 kilos going in. Yep, just tip it in. We need to get you something to mix this with. So, the scales won't take the big pan, and our bucket size won't dissolve 2 kilos in it, so we're going down to doing it a kilo at a time. And we're going to do a reading at 10 kilos to see what it's like. Okay mate, do you want to tip this pan in there, small pan, and give that a mix up? Yeah, that's enough, it's okay. You don't have to be that accurate with it. Nice and gentle though. I think you've got a helper. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh yeah.
This one in this bucket.
That's 10. Want to tip it in?
Yeah. Have to give it.
Yeah. Well, we'll tip it in. It's halfway through. Give it a reading. Beautiful. Coffee time. So Leo is just about to read the salt. So you give that a whirl, mate, and put it in. Have you got a reading?
Yeah, 0.25.
0.25. So we're already... We're 10 kilos in when Koi Control said we needed 20 kilos. And we're at 0.25. So let's keep going. So we've finished putting the salt in to exactly what Koi Control have told us, and we're not far out. We are at 0.31. So that is fairly accurate. I'm thinking that I might have got my literage slightly wrong, but I can't believe how close that was. We've put 20.1 kg of salt in there, and it had nothing in before, and we're at 0.31, so very close to where we want it to be. So that's it for today. Koi Control. It's a pretty decent app. You know, I saw it on Gaz's giveaway. He was giving away subscriptions, and I decided that I would give it a go myself. And it was 0.1 hour, which is absolutely nothing really. So give it a go. It's also got all the feeding and everything else on there, and I am at the moment feeding to what Koi Control tells me to, and I'm going from there. So as soon as we get to the next temperature band, I'll be increasing the feeding. So thanks for watching today.
Like, share, subscribe.
Tell a friend. Cheers, see you later.
Bye.